For years and years, Disney has brought magic, happiness, and adventure to the lives of kids, adults, and Disney fans everywhere. As amazing as Disney is, though, it isn't perfect. Although its movies and characters help shape generations of Disney fans everywhere, this video is for those of you brave enough to question everything you grew up watching. Watch until the end to find out which Disney movie's major plot hole managed to slip by millions of people. Princess and the Frog. So let's start off this video with a look into the adventures of our personal favorite princess, who is an amazing role model, excellent cook, and wonderful singer. This princess is Tiana from the Disney classic Princess and the Frog.
One kiss.
Just one, unless you beg for more.
Now, if you're wondering what could possibly be wrong with sweet Tiana's fairy tale, the answer is nothing at all, at least not when it comes to Tiana herself. The plot hole we're going to talk about actually involves her best friend, Charlotte. Just in case you guys don't remember, Charlotte was Tiana's bubbly and loyal best friend, who was introduced as an all-around princess.
All right, now, princess, you're getting that dress, but that's it.
Near the end of the movie, Mama Odie tells Naveen and Tiana that the only way to reverse the curse and return to their human form is for Prince Naveen to kiss a princess. Since Charlotte's father was crowned the king of Mardi Gras, she did technically qualify as a princess. For 24 hours, that is. We know that the clock strikes midnight before Charlotte ever got to kiss Prince Naveen, so why didn't she turn into a frog just like Tiana did? While we don't know the answer to that question, we are going to give our girl Charlotte the benefit of the doubt and assume that her father may have been crowned the king of Mardi Gras for longer than just the day. Toy Story. Next up is the one and only Toy Story. If you guys have watched our Toy Story 4 video, then you know that this Disney classic is set to air in June 2019. With the highly anticipated movie right around the corner, we thought it would only be right to include the franchise in our list of Disney plot holes. So the question we have for the Toy Story creators is, why did Buzz Lightyear freeze in front of Andy every time that he walked into the room? Well, the obvious answer that first comes to mind is that he doesn't want any humans to know that toys are alive, because the result would probably be revolutionary.
So play nice.
Except, doesn't Buzz totally reject the idea that he is a toy throughout pretty much of the entire movie? So why then would a space commander on an intergalactic mission freeze whenever Andy came into the room? We don't really have the answers for you guys, but let's hope that this plot hole is clarified in the upcoming movie. Cinderella. If you've made it this far, it's safe to say that you are one brave Disney fan. Let us know by leaving a green heart in the comment section. Now let's take a little throwback journey to Cinderella's magical fairy tale. Cinderella's story was one for the ages, with a gorgeous soundtrack and captivating storyline. Cinderella was one of the few princesses to come in contact with a fairy that was in fact her very own fairy godmother.
You must be
Your fairy godmother? Of course.
Fairy godmother was ready to wave her wand and make all of Cinderella's dreams come true, except for one minor detail that we're hoping was all a part of the fairy godmother's master plan. She tells Cinderella that at the stroke of midnight, all of the magic spells keeping Cinderella's enchanted items in their forms would be broken. This would mean that her carriage would turn back into a pumpkin, her horses back into mice, and her gown and slippers back into rags and shoes. Now you might all see where we're going with this. If everything was meant to turn back into its original form, then why does Cinderella's glass slipper remain as it was? What do you guys think? Tangled. Now we have Rapunzel from the fan favorite Tangled movie. With her gorgeous long blonde hair and fun-loving personality, it is no wonder that Rapunzel was quick to become one of Disney's most beloved princesses. Her adventures with Flynn, or should we call him Eugene, and the rest of the gang had us absolutely charmed by this spirited princess fairy tale. But this video isn't exactly meant to point out what we love about these Disney movies, so let's get right down to business. So if you've seen our Princess Sophia video, then you know that Rapunzel's healing powers come from a magical golden flower. The flower has healing properties that were given to Rapunzel's mother after she fell ill during her pregnancy. This is the original movie's idea behind why Rapunzel's hair is magical. In the scene where Flynn cuts her hair, you may have noticed it turned brown. Now this might have made sense if Rapunzel's healing powers were just in her hair, except we know that that isn't true. We see proof of that when Rapunzel's tears save Flynn, telling us that the actual healing power is inside of her. Following that logic, wouldn't the leftover hair still connected to her body stay blonde? And why did Mother Gothel turn to dust if Rapunzel's magics were still ablaze? This Disney plot hole has puzzled us from the get-go, but we love Tangled so much we're willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. The Little Mermaid. Last but definitely not least is a plot hole that we just wish we could unlearn. But for those of you brave enough to have made it this far, we hope you're ready. This fairy tale was brought to us a pretty long time ago, but has remained one of Disney's top-tier movies until this very day. This underwater fairy tale is none other than The Little Mermaid. We love Ariel, her charming prince, gorgeous sisters, and loyal friends. So we definitely never wanted to believe that there could be something wrong with this iconic tale. In the first Little Mermaid movie, Ariel signs a contract with Ursula in order to turn herself into a human and pursue Prince Eric. Now the only issue is that she trades in her voice and can't exactly defend herself when he falls under Ursula's in-disguise spell. So why didn't Ariel just write Eric a letter explaining everything? We see that she can read and write as she signs her name on the contract. So what exactly were the Disney creators thinking? While we don't have the answers for you guys, we can definitely tell you that our childhood favorites will never be the same. Still, that's never stopped us from watching them over and over again. And let's face it, Disney movies are where it's at. Before you go, make sure to let us know which Disney plot hole you found to be the most shocking, and let us know if you've ever spotted some Disney plot holes of your own. And that's a wrap. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching The Things. See you next time.